Hi guys, away from the African Nations Cup, we are back to look at the Premier League games. We've had nothing. We've been nothing in the Premier League over the weekend. Well, over Christmas, of course. Boxing Day, only one game that's happening, but forget that. It's only Man U. So let us have a you know what? I'm trying to do this, and Morocco is playing Mali in a group Zambia playing in. So my head is somewhere else, and Zambia, like Arsenal, are determined to do me an injury. But we are going to ignore them for now. Let us have a quick look at how they possibly might line up, remembering that things change, injuries, managers' decisions, and we won't know the full lineup until an hour before the match. So let us have a pretty good look or short look at possible lineups according to LiveScore. We've got David Raya in goal, Jurian Timber, William Saliba Calafiori, and Miles Lewis Skelly. You have to remember we've got all sorts of injuries. Personally, I think unless Nkapie is very injured, I reckon that we are going to see William Saliba and Nkapie with Ricardo Calafiori on the left. So I don't know why Nkapie didn't start the last game. Oh, he's got a shoulder injury. I don't know how serious that is. But yeah, because there was a game where he was rubbing deep Rabin, so I've got a feeling he was only rested for the Carabao Cup and he might be back for this. So whichever way it happens, we've got that option. Midfield, that I think we can seriously expect to start is Martin Odegaard, Zubamendi, Declan Rice. Those have been Arteta's choice. Would I change it? Yeah, probably change Zubamendi, but in a game against Brighton, I think this would suit the way he plays. They don't push aggressively. They don't, they don't press aggressively, so it should be fine. And our attackers will definitely be Bukayo Saka, Leandro Trossard. Up front will be Victor Gyökeres. Now, we are playing at home as well. We've got options. We've got Noni. We've got Noni Madueke and we've got Eze as well, who are going to be on the bench. We've got Martinelli. Martinelli came off injured, actually, so I'm not sure if he'll be fit. But regardless, we cannot start Martinelli. Martinelli, start him in Champions League or bring him on as a substitute because this guy is very talented. But let's be honest, start him in a game and he seems to blank like crazy. The possible lineups now for Brighton. Here it is. Possibly Van Bruggen in goal. De Cooper, Louis Dunk, Diego Coppola, and Veltman. And then holding midfield of Ayari and Hinselwood. And then another attacking midfield of Gomez, Gruda, and Minte. Minte, where is Minte from? I thought Minte was our relative. And then up front, you got Jorginho, Rata. Let's have a look at the head-to-head. Head-to-head stats we have got. Last time Arsenal played them was in October in the EFL Cup, the Carabao Cup, and we beat them 2-0. I remember that game. It wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy game. The result was a bit more flattering than he needed to. Last season, we drew 1-1 in home and away. And, we didn't do very well last season, let's be honest. So, and then the previous season, we beat them home and away, 3-0 and 2-0. I think we are playing towards the level of year before last this season. So I'm going to go for an Arsenal 2-0 win. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Arsenal against Brighton over Albion because last season we were not very good. Let's be honest. But we have got the options. We can switch up play. That midfield can be messed about with. We've got Waneri, who we don't even use. Half the time is creative. But when you put players like Noni Madueke and Eze, you can always do things on that pitch. So I'm more confident in this match that Arsenal can basically get a result here. And in the last 5 matches, Arsenal have won the last 4. And we lost. Well, no, actually. We lost to Villa, didn't we? But we've lost 1 and we've won 4. Whereas Brighton have won 1, drawn 2, and lost 2 in the last 5. So we literally have got every reason to continue, beat them, and basically collect our 3 points because we have got those demons right on our necks. The Sharks, they are coming for us. Let me not lie to you guys. Manchester City look absolutely ridiculous, and they're playing earlier than Arsenal on Saturday at 12:30. So chances are they might actually be a point ahead, and we'll have to be chasing again to see if we can beat Brighton. Now, last game this happened, we did not show that much pressure. I think we did pretty well. We're not even thinking. I don't think the players were thinking that Man City were chasing them and they were a point ahead. They just played a tough game. I think we beat Wolves. We did. Is that the one where we beat Wolves like 1-0 and we had a Tory time? But yeah, things like that can happen. So let's have a look at the other fixtures that are happening over the weekend. So we've got City for Man City are going to Nottingham, basically to see to visit Sean Dyche. And so Sean Dyche has started his Nottingham Forest career not in too shabby a way. They've been on and off. So in the Champions League, they're doing pretty well. Premier League on and off. But I'm hoping tomorrow is going to be the day that they're going to shock all of us and hammer Man City. Man City, though, I can't lie, they look absolutely on it. They look super dangerous, and I am not enjoying it at all. Because why? You know, the minute they see Arteta is trying to do something, Pep Guardiola wakes up from slumber and he does this. You know, so it's going to be a very tough ask, and it looks like Manchester City are in it to win it. I'm not going to bother going through the lineup. Who wants to know? We know Haaland and Foden are going to start, and they're going to be a complete menace. But Callum Hudson-Odoi, Gibbs White, Douglas Luiz, if they start, what's the defense like? Murillo is Brazilian. Nico Williams, Milenkovic, and Savona, and Elliot Anderson. When you've got an English spine, they do have a lot more grit. And Sean Dyche is not a fool man. He's going to try and put a spoke in those ambitions for Manchester City. So let us pray they're cursed with that 12 p.m. kickoff, like a lot of us are, and completely bottle it. Chances of it, absolutely zero. I am going for an easy 2-0 win for Manchester City against Nottingham Forest. And pray that doesn't happen. And then another 3 p.m. games. We've got plenty of good games at 3 p.m. Brentford are taking on Bournemouth. I will go, this team, did they play the other day? It seems like a familiar fixture. I'm going to go for a draw for this one. 2-2 draw. It's going to be exciting. Burnley Everton, I'm going to go for an Everton win because I am not completely ridiculous. Liverpool are playing Wolves. Wolves gave Arsenal a torrid time, defended like demons, but I'm going to go for a Liverpool win because, like I said, I am not completely insane. I think Liverpool should win this easily. In terms of West Ham United versus Fulham have got half their stars in the Nigerian team. Well, actually not half, but enough of them to make a difference. I would still say that they have got the best chance to win away from home. They're a pretty decent side, and I think Fulham are going to win this match away from home narrowly, maybe 1-0 or 2-1. But I'm all for it. Chelsea Aston Villa is certainly, apart from the Arsenal-Brighton game, going to be the game to watch for people watching. Aston Villa have won their last 10 matches. Aston Villa have won their last 10 matches. They are in incredible form. I think Unai Emery sleeps. He wants to shaft Arteta. Arteta has got so many enemies. He doesn't even court these enemies. They just appear. Like this guy is so unlucky because, Unai Emery is right. I think 3 points behind Arsenal. And against Chelsea, we can only hope Chelsea turn up because Chelsea are probably the most inconsistent team on the planet. They'll go to Barcelona, hammer Barcelona. They'll go to Arsenal, beat us up. And we're playing them in the whatever, that's funny, to Carabao Cup. And I'm like, please, don't even bother. Don't even turn up. Because by the time you leave, you have half the squad limping and half their muscles completely dead. But yeah, Emery is absolutely, absolutely on fire. And I can see them winning this away from home, but I'm more likely to go for a draw between Chelsea versus Aston Villa because away from home, Villa, we'll see. They've been great everywhere. But yeah, the way they're moving mad, they're moving absolutely mad. And you have to commend them. Do we have any games on Sunday in the Premier League? Premier League on Sunday, we've got two games, one at 2 o'clock my time, which is Sunderland versus Leeds United. These two teams have been promoted and they're playing really well. So I'm going to go for a Sunderland win because they've impressed me more than Leeds. We hammered Leeds, Sunderland hammered us. It was a draw, but like when you leave a game and you're like, yeah, that was bad. 4:30 p.m. Crystal Palace versus Tottenham Hotspur. These two teams are just like 1 and 2, the same kind of thing. 1 minute they look half impressive, the next minute they look half dead. So I'm going to go for a Palace win here. Monday game. Do we have a Monday game in the Premier League? No Monday game in the Premier League, which is good for me because I can focus on my African Nations Cup. Because Monday, have I got the right Monday? Yeah. 7 o'clock on Monday, Zambia versus Morocco, which sounds really, really bad. Right, so that is it, guys. So I'm hoping for a good Arsenal result tomorrow on Saturday. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Do not forget to find me on my TikTok. I think I'm Daliso Sports Show there as well, and Facebook page. And then don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We are very close to hitting that 3K subscriber count. If you can, please follow and share this content with people because I'm actually getting a little bit more professional. I promise you. I wasn't like this 4 months ago. So I'm getting better. I'm paying more attention. So yeah, sell me, guys. Sell me. I'm here to be sold. And let me know what you think about these fixtures. And let's see me on the other channel with the African football because Zambia are trying to kill me. On the other hand, if I make it through this, I'll be talking to you guys very soon. Thank you for joining me and have a lovely, lovely day, evening, and night. Bye-bye.